In the spirit of adaptation, we're going to do this video a little differently. Trying on a new perspective or a weird angle, and include some co-hosts. So, the question for RPGaDay for 2017 for day 15. Day 15. You don't care. Day 15 is...
We interrupt this idyllic scene for the arrival of the postman and the ensuing dog explosion.
Today's question for RPGaDay for 2017 is asking us about adaptation, modulation, transformation. And so in the spirit of that, we're conducting this video in an entirely different way. Not that everybody involved particularly cares. Yesterday, question 14, we looked at two systems which are suitable for the never-ending story, the ongoing campaign. And, of course, that's where my thoughts go. Initially, at any rate, a game like Mythras, which is a game that I will run rules as written, feeling that I don't need to adapt it. Well, in a certain way, I am adapting it every time I apply it to a new setting. There are parts of it that get included and parts of it that don't. For example, using the published setting, Mythic Britain, you make conscious choices about how magic is going to work. And there are suggestions given in that setting about which modes of magic fit the setting as it was written, and then you can go on from there, maybe having no magic at all. So, Mythras is definitely a system that I enjoy because I get to engage in both of my particular biases at the same time. I like to have the comfort with a system to feel confident in fiddling with the rules. And I like not having to fiddle with the rules. So Mythras is the perfect situation for me, as it allows me to do my fiddling more by inclusion and exclusion, and by the choice of a setting or my own creation of a setting, rather than having to say, wow, this rule is broken, I can't possibly accept playing this game with it, and so I should fix it. Or the other, I have an idea for a game. Let's say I have a setting or I have an IP that I want to run, but it's not paired with any existing game yet, meaning I'm going to have to do all the legwork. So which system will I take to bring this plan to life? And this is probably something short-term, like we all get the bug to play a short-run Aliens scenario, right? Or we start talking about Blade Runner and start saying, wow, wouldn't it be cool if, we could do, Blade Runners versus replicants kind of thing, or whatever it is, a ghost story. What would I like to use to fuel and power this idea for a game? Well, in that situation, I'm usually torn between Mythras and Ubiquity. Now, Ubiquity's strengths are, of course, that I'm so very familiar with it, like Mythras, so it's very easy to know what is already in the system, what I'm going to need to adapt or change, what I can bring in from other published resources, like talents or different skills or different equipment or whatever. And knowing that it's quite easy to teach and it moves quickly and stays out of my way, so that I can focus on the key point of that experience, which is that particular IP or that idea that I wanted to bring to life in the short term. So these two systems I enjoy adapting the most, but my tastes for adaptation pretty much lie along the lines of fitting a system I like to a setting that I like, rather than adapting its rules. So, what systems do you use? Adapt and change into unusual perspectives. let us know. Now, tomorrow, as you can probably guess, for the 16th day, we have a question which asks you, which system do you enjoy using as is? You already really have my answers here, but I'll try to find something different, and I'll look forward to yours.
RPG a day, the pause that refreshes.